Everybody get up. Hello Flashbackers, this is Patrick Michael Strange. This is New Release Wednesday for July 3rd, 2013. It's July 4th weekend coming up, so we've got a lot to do, a lot to show you because we want to hurry up and get our barbecue on, alright? So let's do it right now. Here we go. Catalyst Comics, number 1. Shadowman, number 8. Deadpool Kills Deadpool, number 1. Trinity of Sin, Pandora, number 1. Mercy Sparks, number 1, and we have 2 great variant covers for that as well from Devil's Due. Skull Kickers, 80 Eyes of an Evil Island, Part 5, issue number 23. The Victories, number 3. The Green Hornet, number 3, and we have another great variant cover from Dynamite as well on the Green Hornet. Dark Skull Kickers Dark, number 1. Thunderbolts, number 12, from Marvel. Thief of Thieves, number 15. Swamp Thing, number 22. The Emerald City of Oz, number 1 of 5 of the limited series from Marvel. Clive Barker's Next Testament, number 2. Transformers Monstrosity, number 2, and we have another great variant cover from IDW in regards to that. Action Comics, number 22. The Shadow, number 15, and we have 3 great variant covers from Dynamite on The Shadow. Check it out. Black Acre, number 8. Adventure Time, number 6. Issue number 6 of Adventure Time, the Adventure Time with Fiona and Cake limited series from Kaboom. Polarity, number 4, winding that up from Boom. Grimm Fairy Tales Werewolves The Hunger, number 2. Avengers, Point 1, number 1, and we have a great variant cover by Scotty Young on that as well. Love those variant covers from Scotty Young. Daredevil, Dark Knights, number 2. 10 Grand, issue number 3 from Image Comics. Charismagic, issue number 3. Detective Comics, number 22. The Bionic Woman, number 10. Batwing, number 22. Screwed, number 2. Dial H, number 14. Batman Incorporated, number 12. And going back to Screwed, we have another great variant cover on that one as well. Oz, number 1. And we have great variant covers. Actually, we have 4 great variant covers for Oz. Excellent variant cover. J. Scott Campbell, Art Germ, Stanley Lau. Love it. Uber, number 3. And we have a great variant cover for Uber as well. Moving on to Absolution Rubicon with a great variant cover for that. So we have 2 great variant covers from Avatar. The Final Plague, number 1 from Action Lab. Red Sonja, number 18. Red She-Hulk, number 67. Moving on, we have 5 Weapons, number 5. Abe Sapien, number 4. Human, number 1. Ami Kami Girls, number 5. Guardians of the Galaxy, Tomorrow's Avengers, number 1. Venom, number 37. Night of the Living Dead, number 9, Aftermath. Dexter, number 1. Deathmatch, number 7. Invincible Universe, number 4. Transformers, Robots in Disguise, issue number 19, and we have 2 great variant covers for that as well. The Mice Templar, number 4. Charismagic, issue number 3, a great variant cover that we have. We had that as well earlier, so we have 2 great variant covers on Charismagic. Actually, I think we have 3. Oh, nope, take that back. 2 great variant covers. Moving on. Suicide Risk, number 3, and we have 2 great variant covers for Suicide Risk. Love that one. What If Avengers vs. X-Men, issue 1. X-Men Legacy, number 13. Spawn, number 233. Nova, number 5. Sonic the Hedgehog, number 9. Actually, issue 250. It's right there in big as day. Issue number 250. But it's part 9 of 12 of the Worlds Collide storyline. Alright, moving on. We have Satellite Sam, issue 1. And then going back again to Sonic, we have 3 great variant covers for Sonic issue number 250 for their big anniversary. Check it out. 3 great variant covers. G.I. Joe Special Missions number 4 with 2 great variant covers, one by Paul Gulacy and one from Chen. Digging it. The Movement number 3 from DC. Jim Butcher's The Dresden Files, issue number 5. Legends of the Dark Knight number 10. Legends of the Shadow Clan number 5. Grimm Fairy Tales Wolverine's the Hunger number 2. A great variant cover to the earlier one. So we have 2 variant covers for Where Was the Hunger. Legends of the Shadow Clan number 5 as well. Another variant cover that we have for you from Aspen. Earth 2 number 14. Gambit number 14. Green Arrow number 22. Jennifer Blood, First Blood number 6. Green Lantern number 22. Ferris number 17. The Superior Foes of Spider-Man issue 1. Iron Man 12 from Marvel. Mr. X number 3. Fathom the Elite Saga number 3, and we have 2 great variant covers for Fathom the Elite Saga. Archie number 645, and we have 2 great variant covers for Archie. Love this one with Betty and Veronica. That one's for Connor there. Stormwatch number 22. Avengers number 15. The Owl number 1, and we have 2 great variant covers for Owl. A great one from Alex Ross. Those are our new release issues this week. I'm going to bring in my man, Troy David Phillips, for our picks of the week. What's going on, Troy?
How are you,
I'm
Mr.
doing well,
Strange?
man. We're getting ready to have the 4th of July weekend, Memorial Day weekend. Well, not Memorial Day. The Independence Day.
Independence Day.
Independence
Day. Without aliens.
Without aliens?
Dude.
And well, today's supposed to be, UFO Day. You know that, right?
Yeah.
International UFO Day, and we're not going to get aliens on Independence Day?
All I'm hoping for is when the extraterrestrials come to visit us on planet Earth, please do not blow up our monuments, okay? Please. Come, have some beers, have some ribs, be cool. Be cool.
And I'm going to just say this. We have Will Smith, who took you all out last time, and now we have his spawn, Jaden Smith. So we have 2 Smiths that will take you out if you try to mess with us, okay? All right.
So I just wanted to take just 2 quick seconds. I had to get your
Oh, I rep the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund. Shout out to the Comic Book Legal Defense
Comic
Fund.
Book Legal Defense Fund. If they had this when Jack Kirby was trying to get his original art back, if they had this when Steve Gerber was taking Marvel the suit over Howard the Duck, so many things could have been differently. It's a charitable organization. You can actually look them up online, cbldf.org. Thank you, .org. That's important. But I also wanted to rock the Matt Wagner Grendel.
Matt Wagner is a great guy. Love that guy.
And Grendel, from Kimiko Primer, man. Devil by the Deed, Devil's Legacy, it just keeps rolling. It's all good.
Yes.
I was a fan, actually, of Christine Spar and the Panda Brothers artwork. I don't know why more people weren't digging on that. But nice little 12-issue gap there. And then... You
prefer the female Grendel over the male Grendel?
Well, there's a lot to say about Hunter Rose, and I think Matt Wagner had most of his best stories to tell with Hunter Rose.
Okay.
But Christine Spar, she was an interesting, engaging character. What they did with her, with the Kabuki vampire, it's strong stuff. It's not for the tame, let me tell you what. You want to talk about some picks today?
Let's do it, man. I think I'm on your side, so let's switch it up. Let's go to yours, and then we'll go to mine. Here we go.
All righty.
All right.
Okay, to start with, I love Dynamite Entertainment.
You do?
I absolutely do.
You do?
And
he's not a paid spokesman, by the way.
No, I am not. No, I'm not. Any money changes hands, it's from my hands into Dynamite.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I'm going to start here with the Owl. Now, there we go.
I'll hold the other cover up.
That's pretty sweet of you. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Okay. Like the Black Bat, like Miss Fury. It's an older character. Dynamite's dusted him off, brought him out. And I just want to, I had the awesome Alex Ross.
Flip to this one. I'll hold the variants.
But
flip to that.
Yeah, you
there
do
you
that.
go.
Thank you.
So they can peep it while you throw it up.
Okay. See, once again,
woo.
Yeah, Dynamite books are comics to get excited about.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's really no 2 ways around it. The stories are engaging and grounded. The characters are interesting. Sometimes they're new characters. Sometimes they're old characters. But Dynamite keeps their quality line at a high mark. These are comics to get excited about. And I'm going to bounce on to my next one. Because I get close to giving anything away, and I don't like to do that.
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
Well, now from DC Comics, I want to hype up for just a second Stormwatch. I was actually talking a little bit earlier today about the character Lobo, first appearance Omega Men #3. But for people who are longtime fans, Omega Men, that Lobo is hardly recognizable as the Lobo you see here today. This is not your grandfather's Lobo, people. Stormwatch. People may remember Stormwatch when it was a Wildstorm property with Jim Lee back in the day. Stormwatch has been brought over to DC, and you'll recognize characters like Midnighter and Apollo. Grifter's not actually in Stormwatch, but Grifter is a DC character.
Yeah, he was a member of Wildcats.
Right. Well, I mean, he was then, but
now he's just kind of
They've weird around and jumped around.
They brought the characters into the
split up.
universe.
Well, yeah, they've split up the teams. You know, they had Martian Manhunter. I thought that was a scary, frightening, powerful team. You had Apollo and John Jones on the same team. Yeah, I'm frightened. I don't want to commit crimes.
Gotcha.
No, not at all. So Apollo versus Lobo. This is pretty much like Lobo versus Superman. That's the level of excitement you're going to get here. It's definitely worth checking out. And let me say really fast, can we hone in one more time? Jim Starlin.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Jim Starlin. That's Captain Marvel. That's Adam Warlock. That's Thanos. Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity Crusade, Infinity War, Dreadstar, The Breed. The list just goes on. Jim Starlin is, just a creative juggernaut.
Yeah, Stormwatch is one of those galactic sci-fi type of titles that
it's the
fits
kind
right
of
in
thing
Jim Starlin's
he does
universe.
well. Although, if you've never read Batman the Cult, let me recommend that as a Batman story.
Definitely.
Jim Starlin can do things other than cosmic, but he does cosmic really well.
He does cosmic extremely well.
And while we're talking about cosmic, in the prelude to infinity, I like that segue. I love the Avengers. I will be honest with you, I buy every title that the Avengers put out now. Avengers Arena, New Avengers, Avengers Assemble, I'm reading The Enemy Within, and the classic Avengers title. I love that little logo there. You know who else I love? I love the Black Widow.
Yes, I do.
I'm big on the Falcon and Captain America. And when I started reading comics when I was a kid, Captain America and the Falcon, that was my team.
That was the group.
That was my team. Sam Wilson, Steve Rogers, y'all are amazing. I'm liking what they're doing with the Avengers right now, and I like the fact that if you aren't like me, you don't want to read all the Avengers titles. You don't care what's going on in Avengers Assemble. That's fine. You don't need to read it. You don't have to buy into a huge crossover umbrella. Just lock in on the one title, find the one that has the most characters you like. I like them all, so I can't make that choice. You might have to. Those are mine.
Well, you're missing a lot on that one, and you throw me off every time. We're a comic store, though. I gotta say, he's gonna say that to help you protect your wallet, but at the same time, if you got the money to spend, pick up all the other titles. We're super fans. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure he ain't gonna not mind you picking up the other books. We gotta sell. We gotta keep our stuff in business. You know what I'm saying? So pick up the other books. Well, a great thing about this particular book that you missed out on is that this is a prequel to the Infinity. That's why I was holding this up. It's gonna be a great upcoming event storyline in the Marvel universe that's gonna encompass the Avengers, Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow, Falcon that we saw on the cover, and it's really big because it's gonna feature who we saw at the end of the Avengers film in the cinematic universe, Thanos. This is, boosting in it to the next batch of films within the Marvel universe that we're getting. You're going to love it. Check it out. And if you're not familiar with Thanos, this is a great way to get some information before that film to feed that id because you're hungry for, that next Avengers film. So check out what they're going to be doing with the Thanos character in this Infinity storyline.
Actually, you could just come into Flashback.
And if he just
Comics.
wants to sell you one copy, then just buy the one copy if that's all you want to spend. But I would love for you to buy other books so that way they'll keep making more of the books that I love because they're selling. So please pick it up if you got the pockets. If you don't, I understand. But I want more Marvel books. I need them to spend more money.
Hey, you know what?
And it's going to keep you employed and keep me enjoying what I like to do, okay? So check it out.
I'm going to tell you the truth. It's not like it was in the 90s when you had to read 15 titles to
that
follow
is,
one story.
You're perfectly right. But just stop right there. That's all you had to do.
But
buy our books. You do want to stay employed.
Well, yeah.
All right.
You know what? The quality, though, each title has its own creative team.
Yes.
Its own writer, its own artist, and those writers and artists are focused on what they're doing, and they're not worried about holding up a big umbrella crossover. So you can follow straight down the story
Yes.
and not get lost. You'll enjoy what you read, and that's the most important thing, is that you enjoy what you're reading.
Yes, and I guess you're also pointing that out to say that a lot of people's fears in getting it back into comic books that have left comic books, they don't know where to start.
Exactly.
So, yeah, a lot of people are in fear, oh, I need to pick up everything. You don't nowadays, but as retailers, we wouldn't mind if you did, and I think you'll get enjoyment by getting that stuff. You can stay on the one, but if you get the rest of the titles, it'll enrich your love for the universe a little bit more, and
Baby
enrich
steps.
the story
Baby
a little
steps.
bit more.
You walk and then
Take your
you
baby
run.
steps. Again, I think we'd appreciate if they pick up more books here, because we need to stay in business.
Well, speaking about talking
All
more
right.
books.
So let me show you my books.
Yeah, I
what
wanna
books
see.
besides Troy that you need to pick up? And I think I got the better choices this week.
Oh, you think so?
So let me throw it at you. All right, first up that I have is Catalyst Comics #1 for Dark Horse. Those of you that are like me, that grew up in the 90s into the 2000s, there was a group of comics that Dark Horse put out called Comics Greatest World that encompassed characters like X, the Ghosts. Help me out here.
Well, Captain Midnight is now part of that.
Captain Midnight, okay, was part of that. But who are some of the other Comics Greatest World characters that I'm missing?
You know what? You hit me in the face with the big
Barbed
three
Wire.
right there. Barbed Wire. Thank
who
you.
all know from the Pamela Anderson movie. Special shout out to Connor. Comics Greatest World was a great batch of books that Dark Horse put out. It fizzled away because they did like a mini-series deal with it, and it didn't really pick off. And actually, I think they bit off a little bit more than true, because they were putting it out like every week, and the price point was a little too much for those fans. So here, they're bringing it back, but they're doing it right. From what I've seen, the artwork is amazing. The writers that they have involved with this are amazing. Off the bat, let's see who they have off the bat. Joe Casey, great writer. Dan McCade, Paul Mayberry, Ulysses Farinas, and just look at the artwork as he was flipping up there. Some great looking artwork and artists involved with this project. I'm digging it. Oh, look at the detail on that. That's just amazing. I can't wait to check it out. I was a fan of the Greatest World, Comics Greatest World stuff. Now with Catalyst Comics, I think you should check it out. Issue #1 we have brand new this week. Next up on my picks of the week, Shadowman #8. As you all know, my man Troy is the quote-unquote Dynamite guy, and I guess you can say I'm quote-unquote the Valiant guy. I love all the Valiant titles. Big fan of theirs, coming up to the new relaunch. With Shadowman #8, we're spinning off of Shadowman #0, where we're getting a lot more background and history on the Master Dark character. He's like one of the best villains that I think Valiant put out, and with this we're getting some more of his origin to him. So check it out. Definitely, you should be reading it. It's a great title. And speaking on that, if you don't know anything about Valiant, we have a lot of the great issue $1 debuts that we're giving away for free here at the shop. So to try it out, check it out. We have it free for you to pick up. We have Shadowman, we have Archer and Armstrong, we have Bloodshot and Harbinger,
and Exo-Man of War.
And Exo-Man of War. They're, right now Valiant has a very small amount of titles, so that way you can kind of just check it out without having to worry about the big sprawling batch of different characters. We're giving it to you for free. The first issue is to try it out. Then we have all the other issues here in stock. Come check it out. Once you love it, you'll want to come pick up the other ones. Check it out. And how can you deny it? It's free.
And
we're getting you started.
I got to interrupt you and say once again, thank you to Valiant for making it possible for us to give their books out. They've given us a surplus. We can pass that on to the readers. You can try something different. You don't have to invest a lot in it except your attention and eventually your devotion.
Because you will be devoted. I'm a huge fan, guys. Shout out to all my guys at Valiant. Dinesh, Hunter, Adam, love y'all. All right, here we go. Next up, actually, let me go to this one. Deadpool Kills Deadpool, issue #1. I know you enjoyed Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. What was some of the other Deadpool? There's a lot of Deadpool Kills stuff.
Illustrated.
There was the Deadpool Illustrated.
The Core.
Deadpool Corpse. Last week, as you all remember, I spoke about the Deadpool video game. I finally played it, and I love it. If you are a fan of Deadpool, it has all the great humor that you love from the comic books, and then the game is just awesome action, beat 'em up, shoot 'em up. It's a fun game. I'm loving it. And so it's got me Deadpool addicted right now. And so this Deadpool Kills Deadpool is going home with me. I love Deadpool. You got to check it out. If you all know the character, he's fun. He's an assassin that has the same...
the regeneration.
That like Wolverine, where he can come back. You can cut his head off, cut his legs off. He comes back. He's badass. Check him out. Deadpool Kills Deadpool #1. But just look at this great artwork. You know what I'm saying? I know you're going to pick it up.
You know, while you've been jawboning, I've been showing off the readers some of that great artwork.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Finally selling, doing your job.
Oh.
Here we go.
I'm going to follow you home, buy a house in your neighborhood.
Next up on my list is Trinity of Sin, Pandora #1. You remember this lady at the end of when before the New 52 began. What was the name of that whole storyline? Flashpoint. You saw her throughout Flashpoint, and then boom, Flashpoint was the end of the previous DC universe, which kicked off the New 52. There was this mysterious character. We finally know who she is. Her name is Sin. Pandora.
Yes.
Is it Pandora? Pandora. Getting it right. But it's Trinity of Sin, Pandora. We're finally learning more about this particular character that kicked off the New 52. And with this title, we're also going to kick off a great new event storyline with all the DC comics called the Trinity War. So if you're a fan, if you've been tracking on Justice League, Superman, Action Comics, Batman, about this upcoming Trinity War, you'll want to pick up this title so that way you get more background story about that big upcoming event storyline. There's a lot of big events that DC has lined up. If you're tracking online, I know my super fans are. This guy doesn't want to tell you all that, but they've got a lot of big stuff coming up. You're going to want to check out Trinity War because it's going to change a lot of things with the New 52 and the DC comic books storyline.
Specifically, the 3 Justice Leagues. You're going to see
sir.
an awful lot that goes on between the Justice League. Now, there's your classic 7.
Yes, sir.
6 plus Cyborg.
Yes, sir.
The Justice League of America. This is the government's attempt to have a superhero team under their thumb, because that works so well. Suicide Squad, Checkmate, Team 7, the list goes on.
Look at him, he's reading his comics.
And then the Justice League Dark. Now here's where you're going to see characters like Zatanna and Constantine.
Swamp Thing.
Deadman.
Yes.
So you're going to have League versus League versus League. The 3 leagues do not come from the same places, and they are not all on the same page.
No, sir.
I'm interested to see what happens at the conclusion of all this. But along the way, blow by blow, I just know that I'm going to see some characters mix it up with each other. It's going to be like Marvel Civil War, where at the end of the day, watching Iron Man fight Captain America, watching Black Goliath fight Thor, sad, tragic, but fun in a way.
Yes, sir. It's going to be epic. And if you're tracking like I am, tracking like my man Troy is, not to give away too much, but it's going to not be what you expect. There's going to be a lot of changes happening. And if you picked up the new previews, I'm just going to say this. The next event after Trinity War is called Forever Evil. That's all I'm going to say there. Leave you with a cliffhanger. That's going to wow you, I'm sure. We're going to see a whole bunch of changes happening. So, those are our picks of the week. Anything else we want to discuss? Going in, it's Independence Week and you're going out barbecuing?
No, I'm going to actually be here at Flashback Comics.
Okay.
We're going to be, at the New Digs, which it's same shopping area that we've always been, but we're a little bit closer to the street now, so as you're driving by, you can check us out. Swing in and see. I should be here, and I'll have comics, back issues, new books, trade paperbacks, toys. We're going to have gaming. We've been doing more with the cards now. Right. Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering. We're going to break big. Yeah, we're sanctioned for all that. We're up. Bring your deck.
Well, okay. I'm not much of the card gamer, but when we get the video games rolling, I'll be in there to blast y'all. Patrick Strange on Xbox. Battle me if you want some on Injustice.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to get schooled in magic is what he is, people. Okay, so
we got some good stuff. Before I lead in, I want to just add, it's looking amazing in regards to this new move.
Thank you.
Everything's spread out. It's not so cramped as before. My man's scrolling with the camera. There's a lot more stuff that we're going to see. We have that whole wall that we're going to fill up. I got a lot of events planned with these guys to bring some great artists and writers in here. Stay tuned. So, if you want to know more about us and all the great events we have coming up, what do they need to do, Troy?
They need to subscribe to us on YouTube. They need to like us on Facebook. And they need to follow us on Twitter. And just real quick, I want to shout and say thank you to Matt and Connor and Kevin, everybody who's come over and helped us out, hustling stuff around, putting stuff up on the walls. It's amazing. Thank you all for all the hard work and the dedication to the store. It does look amazing.
Definitely. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. You're making these guys finally look good.
Oh, finally. Yeah, you know what? That spare house in the end of the lot in your neighborhood, that's. I see the under contract sign going up there right away.
This is my man, Troy David Phillips.
And Patrick Michael Strange of Fantastic Forum.
Yes, sir. And all my friends are superheroes. Check us out. And that's it?
I think that's it.
All right.
Let's read some comics.
We're out of here.
Everybody get up.